केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे, केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
Special edition.
Good evening and a very warm welcome. You're watching the News Hour Special Edition. I'm Pratibha. Thank you for joining us this Sunday. We debate, did the Congress party insult the national song Vande Mataram and the face-off around it? But before we get to that, we have some breaking updates now coming in. The BJP is likely to announce its new top leadership tomorrow. Sources tell Times Now that the first meeting of Nitin Nabin's new team will take place on the 22nd of August. So there is a big change that is expected within the BJP. Big changes are expected in the core team of the BJP, and that announcement and the meeting is expected tomorrow. So big day tomorrow for the BJP. A big revamp is expected in the party. A new team is going to be announced. This is amid a lot of buzz that is going on, that there could be big changes in the BJP soon. My colleague Ravikant is joining us on the broadcast with details. Ravikant, many weeks and months after Nitin Nabin was appointed as the president of the BJP, we're told that he is also be constituting a new team. What are the details? What are the kind of changes that we can expect in the BJP?
देखिए, आज सुबह में प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी और भारतीय जनता पार्टी के राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष नितिन नवीन के बीच में लंबी मुलाकात हुई है और इस मुलाकात के बाद सूत्र इस बात को इंडिकेट कर रहे हैं कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी की जो नई टीम है उसका अनाउंसमेंट कल हो सकता है। नई टीम में एक्सपीरियंस के साथ साथ जो यूथ हैं उनको पूरी जगह दी जाएगी और लगभग 3 से 4 महासचिव ऐसे हैं जो इस नई टीम में रिपीट होने जा रहे हैं, जो जेपी नड्डा की टीम में भी रहे हैं। और इसके साथ ही जो नई टीम की जो पहली बैठक होगी इसके बारे में सूत्र इंडिकेट कर रहे हैं कि 22 तारीख को दिल्ली में एक बड़ी बैठक बुलाई गई है समिति की, जो नई टीम गठित होगी। ये जो बैठक होगी इसकी अध्यक्षता जो है खुद भारतीय जनता पार्टी के राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष नितिन नवीन करेंगे। लंबे समय से इस बात पर मंथन चल रहा था कि जो नई टीम बनेगी उसके सामने बहुत सारे चैलेंजेस होंगे। यूपी का चुनाव है, पंजाब का चुनाव है। इस दृष्टि से ये जो टीम बनने जा रही यही अब आगे चुनावों में काम करेगी और ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट डिसीजन होता है। इसलिए पार्टी ने इसमें लंबा समय लिया, बहुत सारे मंथन हुए, कई दौर की बैठकें हुई और उन तमाम बैठकों के बाद अब फाइनल हो गया है कि नितिन नवीन की टीम का अनाउंसमेंट जो है कल संभवतः 12 बजे के बाद किया जा सकता है।
Okay, all right. Ravikant, thank you for joining us with all those details. So big revamp expected in the BJP tomorrow. But with that, let's shift our attention and keep our attention on the Vande Mataram debate. For over 150 years, Vande Mataram has symbolized India's freedom struggle. It is the song that brought all Indians together to remember the heroes who fought for India's independence. And that's why this Independence Day, for the very first time, the full rendition of Vande Mataram was recited from the ramparts of the Red Fort. While the Congress observed a similar function to mark the Independence Day at the party headquarters. The question now is, did the Congress party play the full song, or was it truncated, or was there an attempt to truncate it? The video of the Congress leader, Sonia Gandhi, has now sparked a political war of words, where she's seen gesturing when the national song is being sung. What the BJP claims is that this was her signal to her party leaders, asking, why are we reciting the full song? This gesture has drawn strong condemnation from the BJP, including the Union Home Minister Amit Shah, who has demanded the Congress party's apology for this. He called it a display of vote bank politics, saying the people of the country will never forgive the Congress.
कांग्रेस ने वंदे मातरम को भुला दिया था। वोट बैंक की लालच में कांग्रेस ने वंदे मातरम को भुला दिया था। 150वां साल है वंदे मातरम के प्रागट्य का। हमने लाल किले की प्राचीर से मोदी जी ने वंदे मातरम को फिर से एक नया आयुष्य देने का काम किया है। और इनकी निर्लज्जता देखिए, कांग्रेस पार्टी के मुख्यालय पर वंदे मातरम का गान हो रहा था। चालू गान में कांग्रेस की नेत्री सोनिया जी ने कांग्रेस अध्यक्ष को गान रोकने का कहा। हम सब टीवी पर देखते रहे। कांग्रेसियों को शर्म आनी चाहिए, और जरा भी शर्म बची है तो दो हाथ जोड़कर बंकिम बाबू की अमर आत्मा से और देश की जनता से माफी मांगनी चाहिए।
In fact, it doesn't end there. A video has now been released by the BJP wherein the leader of opposition, Rahul Gandhi, is heard saying, "We don't need to sing the full song and it's our version of Vande Mataram." This is the audio purportedly of Rahul Gandhi. Now it raises questions. What actually happened? Take a look at this video.
We are not singing one another. We are not singing one another.
So Rahul Gandhi can be heard saying it's our version of Vande Mataram. Now, no wonder that the Congress party is facing legal heat. At least 3 complaints have been filed against Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi so far. 2 complaints in Delhi, 1 has been filed in Bengaluru, and Congress on its part has tried to douse the fire. But it doesn't look like the party has been able to unite in its defense. Some in the Congress party say Sonia Gandhi only asked for a chair for Mallikarjun Kharge. But there are others who say that it was the Congress leadership that decided on singing only 2 stanzas. And then you also had K.C. Venugopal, who claimed that it was a communication issue. So what really happened? Listen in to the various versions from the Congress.
रोकने का कोई प्रयास नहीं था, कोई रोकने का प्रयास नहीं था, क्योंकि लंबे समय से कांग्रेस अध्यक्ष खड़े हुए थे। सोनिया जी कह रही थी उनके लिए कुर्सी लाके रख दो, बस।
वीडियो का और वंदे मातरम का कतई दूर दूर तक संबंध नहीं। खड़गे जी की उम्र देखते हुए और उनको खड़े रहने की दिक्कत है, उसको दूर करने के लिए वहाँ कुर्सी की प्रबंध क्यों नहीं किया, इस बारे में सोनिया जी बोलते हुए नजर आ गए।
वंदे मातरम को लेकर कोई विवाद नहीं था, बल्कि वो सिर्फ मल्लिकार्जुन जी जो कांग्रेस के राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष हैं, वो पिछले 15 मिनट से वहाँ पर खड़े थे वो, और धूप काफ़ी सख्त थी, गर्मी थी, और उनके एज को देखते हुए, उम्र को देखते हुए सोनिया जी चाहती थी कि उनके लिए कुर्सी लाई जाए और उनको बैठा दिया जाए।
महापुरुषों ने जो डिसाइड किया था कि हम वंदे मातरम का जो 2 पंक्तियां हैं शुरुआत में उसको गाएंगे, माननीय सोनिया मैडम ने इस बात को बताने का हम लोग को प्रयास किया। आज हमें भी मालूम नहीं था, अगर आप मुझसे पूछिएगा हमें भी मालूम नहीं था, लेकिन हम धन्यवाद देते हैं अपने नेता को जिन्होंने हमें बताया।
रेस्ट ऑफ द स्टैंजास आर रिलेटेड टू हिंदू रिलीजन। भारतीय जनता पार्टी हैज प्लेइंग विद द सेंटिमेंट्स of Muslim community and Christian community.
इनका वंदे मातरम को विरोध था, और आज वंदे मातरम की बात करते हैं, वो पूरा वंदे मातरम वो जानबूझ के लोगों को ठेस पहुंचाने के लिए करते हैं।
Now the question is, if Sonia Gandhi really was asking for a chair for Mallikarjun Kharge and nothing more, if it was only a communication issue and nothing more, why does the Congress also maintain that they sang the full rendition of the Vande Mataram? Then their allies clearly don't seem very convinced, because the left parties are questioning the decision to allow the full rendition of the national song to be recited, even going on so far as to say that the Congress party is now embracing Hindutva. So did the Congress insult the national anthem? And if not, then why are they struggling to explain what really happened, especially to their allies? Let's open this up. Rohan Gupta, BJP National Spokesperson, Gargi Nandi Roy, political analyst, Nikhil Jain, political analyst, and Dr. Piyush Joshi, Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson, as well as Vivek Srivastava, political analyst, join us on the broadcast. Thank you all for joining us and very good evening to you. Nikhil, over the last 24 hours or so, we have heard multiple versions now from the Congress party. So which one is it really? Is it that Sonia Gandhi was asking for a chair for Mallikarjun Kharge? Is it that the leadership decided that only 2 stanzas will be played? Is it that the stanzas are offensive to some communities? Is it a communication issue? Or the audio that we've heard, is it actually that?
There are a couple of points to this entire controversy. That one, when Vande Mataram was played all of the 6 stanzas were played on the last day of the Parliament monsoon session. All the Congress MPs stood in the Parliament. Nobody created ruckus. Nobody disrupted it. Then later on the day of Independence Day, the entire 6 stanzas were played, and the Congress party members, leaders, all stood in silence as they must and paid respect. So I don't really know why the BJP wants to take out a controversy whether a chair was being called for Kharge or not. You've played the bite from a number of senior Congress leaders who've said that no, it was just an issue of a chair being asked for the Congress president, who, let's not forget, is an 84-year-old gentleman. If somebody is asking for a chair because he has some physical difficulty in standing, I think it's very crass and rude and disgusting of the BJP to try to create a political stir-up from this. But if indeed you want to have that discussion whether we should have 2 stanzas of Vande Mataram or 6 stanzas of Vande Mataram, just allow me 30 seconds, please. And I'll just set out the chronology in front of your viewers. In 1875, Bankim Chandra Chatterjee, Bankim Babu, wrote a poem which had 6 stanzas called Vande Mataram with references to goddess Durga.
We know the chronology.
Later on in
question
1895,
does the Congress have an objection to it? That's my question. Does the Congress have an objection to it, or did all 6 stanzas actually play in the Congress headquarters? That's the question. So did all 6 stanzas play?
It's a matter of record and matter of fact that
So Sonia Gandhi was not trying to stop it. That's what you're saying.
All of the 6 stanzas did play. Everybody did stand.
So Sonia Gandhi did not try to stop it because that's the allegation of BJP saying that didn't happen.
That BJP can come up with any allegation. BJP is also the same party which says the choicest of most vulgar things against Mrs. Sonia Gandhi. Nobody stops them from spreading
audio?
corruption.
There's also an audio where Rahul Gandhi is heard saying that this is not our version. This is our version of Vande Mataram. What does he mean?
What he means is that the Vande Mataram, which was the national song of India for about 99 years, all the way from 1937 till 2026, something which was proposed by Rabindranath Tagore and Mahatma Gandhi, something that was affirmed by Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, Sardar Patel, Jawaharlal Nehru, and other of our stalwart leaders of founding fathers and founding mothers, something which was later on accepted by Constituent Assembly, something that has been accepted by successive governments all the way from a Nehru to an Indira Gandhi, Narasimha Rao to an Atal Bihari Vajpayee to a Manmohan Singh. All of that has now been changed, and from 2 stanzas, Modi government wants to bring in 6 stanzas, and for the very simple reason that they want to irk the Muslim community, or at least a section of the Muslim community who believe that we should not be singing a song which has mention of a goddess or a deity of other religion, which is a very fair objection on their part. And if indeed the BJP really loves Vande Mataram and all 6 stanzas so much, let the BJP spokesperson on your panel sing the entire 6 stanzas without a teleprompter, without a parcha. Let him sing all the 6 stanzas. Let's all sit and I will not speak for a single second.
So you're saying that Rahul Gandhi was in a sense saying that our version of Vande Mataram means 2 stanzas, which means that he wanted the 2 stanzas to play out, and that's precisely the point that the BJP is making as well. But Rohan Gupta, you heard from the Congress leaders as well. Multiple versions have come in. Some say that a chair was being asked for Mallikarjun Kharge. So what is the issue? Why say that the Congress party was objecting to Vande Mataram and all 6 stanzas of it?
Sometimes it is said that when you make mistake and if you admit it rather than justifying it, it becomes easier. The whole country has been watching the clips for last 2 days, and still if you try to justify and give lame excuse, I think then you are making your situation more difficult. You should not do that. Nilbhai tried his level best. But at the end of the day, truth prevails. Everybody knows that even after Khargeji was standing, there was no chair. You can immediately see Sonia Gandhi's expression, the way she is unhappy, the way she told that sound guy that you please put it down. Then after that, you saw Rahul Gandhi's clip. So I think they should not justify. When they say their version, obviously they talk about two stanzas. So I think at the end of the day, it speaks about the mindset of Congress party. And at the end of the day, this is a law now. You can definitely debate. It should be there. It should be there. You can please let me complete, Nikhil. I never spoke in between, right? Why are you speaking in between, right? We never do this. My point is, once it becomes the law, right, then absolutely as a law-abiding party, you should follow the law. My simple word is that. You can definitely justify whether you agree, whether you disagree. There are many things as a law you don't disagree, but then you have to obey. And you are a principal political opposition party in the country. How can, even if you have some reservations against that before it, how can you show it publicly your mindset of opposing something which is law? Vande Mataram, opposing Vande Mataram is simple case of appeasement politics. That's why many of the Congress leaders like Shakil Ahmad Khan and these people, they clearly told that we are happy that party to this stand. So if the party stand is that just for the purpose to ensure that the original line, that okay, we'll sing only two stanzas, they have done that, let them say in public. At least take your stand and be on it.
Okay.
Just don't
So Nikhil, there have been objections. It has been debated in the parliament. Now, in public life, optics is everything. This has turned out to be quite embarrassing for the Congress party. Don't you agree? Even if a chair was being asked for Mallikarjun Kharge, why was it done right when the song had started playing? Why is it that Rahul Gandhi is saying our version of Vande Mataram? Why is it that some of the leaders say that leadership had decided that only two stanzas will play?
Pratibha, let's admit that the Congress party has created this gross mistake of not getting a chair for their 84-year-old president before the recitation of the national song started. Now, please let Rohan Gupta answer why did the RSS not hoist the national flag of the country till 2002, 3 years after
there is a lot of focus on what happened in the Congress headquarters, and you're saying that the Congress party wanted or had all 6 stanzas, and I'll bring in left as well because your allies have also questioned you. But before that, I also want to ask you, what happened in Kerala? What happened in Kerala? If that is the case, you're saying that all 6 stanzas should be played, we respect it. What happened in Kerala? Why was it omitted from the Kerala government functions?
Is that a question to me?
Yes.
Pratibha? Pratibha, I have never said that all 6 stanzas should be played. In fact, this is the point that I wanted to make, that my good friend Mr. Gupta simply says that now it is law, you have to follow it. Now everybody has to sing national song. Very well. Now the point is that the Modi government, using its simple majority in the parliament, without any JPC discussion, without taking the opposition on board, has passed a law that has changed the national song of India, something that our founding fathers and mothers had accepted at the time of the formation of the Republic of India. Now Modi government is unilaterally change it. Now please tell me what stops the Modi government and Mr. Gupta here from tomorrow changing it and saying from now on national song is not Vande Mataram.
But Nikhil, you have to agree on one. Either now you said that all 6 stanzas were played. Now you suddenly say that we are not in agreement for all 6 stanzas to be played.
So you are saying
you seem to be as confused as the Congress party's explanation of what happened.
सारे नारा लगाते हैं, प्रतिभा सारे नारे लगाते हैं, महात्मा गांधी एंटी नेशनल, रविंद्रनाथ ठाकुर एंटी नेशनल, नेताजी बोस एंटी नेशनल, जवाहरलाल नेहरू
Okay, so you have given us multiple versions. We'll come to what Gandhi ji has said as well. In 1939, this is Gandhi ji who has said it. He said it became a most powerful battle cry among Hindus and Muslims of Bengal during the partition days. He said it never occurred to me that it was a Hindu song meant only for Hindus. Since you're quoting Gandhi ji, you can say the same. We can also mention what Gandhi ji has said about Congress as well. But we've heard now multiple versions from the Congress, not just from the leaders, but here from Nikhil as well. When asked about Kerala, he says, yes, I agree, all 6 stanzas need not be played. It has been bulldozed by the BJP. But then he says, when the Congress headquarters, all 6 stanzas have been played.
So, two things can parallelly stand. That's not.
Okay, let Gargi respond.
Nikhil.
Okay, let Gargi respond. Nikhil, hold on.
Nikhil, I didn't disturb. Say, I showed the cut. See, please. Please show that. See, my name is being taken. Now, Pratibha, you have to understand, Nikhil is a nice person, but today he has to defend the indefensible. It was quite visible that Mrs. Gandhi was visibly agitated. And we have seen Mallikarjun Kharge, even in that Halwani speech, which had there was a thing. So he stood for, so how many hours? I think almost an hour he gave the speech standing. The parliament he stands and gives speech. Despite of his age, he does stand, and nobody will call for a chair in between a song, in between a national song. So it shows the audacity. It is sad that a former super PM and a man who aspires to be the future PM, they disrespect the national song. And coming to Vande Mataram, Nikhil's question. Nikhil, Vande Mataram is a song singing which our freedom fighters went to the gallows. It is the song singing which Matagini Hajra took the bullet. Now when you say Ravindranath and Gandhi, there were reasons, because Muslim League was there. Jinnah did not like it. Maulana Abul Kalam liked Vande Mataram, but Jinnah opposed to it. Muslim, I know in Kerala your government is supported by Muslim League. Congress has a problem. Now, yes, so because of Muslim League, and Gandhiji also wanted everybody together in the freedom fight. So that's why Tagore, when Nehru asked Tagore what can be done, so they had come to a decision, okay, the two stanzas. But even after that, the Muslims and the many Congress, they opposed to even two stanzas of Vande Mataram. So don't give us excuses. And there is nothing wrong in this. When you are praising the motherland as a divine goddess. You are worshipping her as a nurturing mother. So that is our culture, our civilization. And to be more clear, let's call it, see in 37, Nikhil, in 1937, people who opposed Vande Mataram, they got separate countries. They got their separate countries. Now when this land, you cannot oppose Vande Mataram. It is the song of our freedom fighters. Those who opposed to Vande Mataram in 1937, Jinnah got that because of two-nation theory, got to Islamic countries. So after that also you will oppose? After that you will oppose for your vote bank politics? This is not done. This shows audacity when Rahul Gandhi says our Vande Mataram.
Gandhiji, okay, you've had your turn. Can I please respond?
Our Vande, what is our Vande Mataram and their Vande Mataram, Rahul?
First of all, this...
Yes.
Madam, hold
yes,
on,
please.
See, the point is, what you're saying is historically inaccurate. Indian National Congress in its 1937 session in the presence of Mahatma Gandhi, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, Rabindranath Tagore, Jawaharlal Nehru, Sardar Patel and other senior members of the Congress party at that point of time had adopted the first two stanzas of the poem Vande Mataram, which was written in 1875 by Bankim Chandra Chatterjee. It was only the first two stanzas which were first. Madam, I did not interject. You cannot spread canards and falsehoods and what are facts on national television. Can you please allow me to complete? If you challenge the facts that I am speaking, please use the medium of Twitter. Prove me wrong by 30 sources.
This was part of our freedom struggle, so why truncate it? That's the question.
Can I please be allowed to complete? This is not fair.
Okay, Nikhil, you can go on, but you must take one step. Nikhil, you can't say both. You can't say both, Nikhil. Come to the point of why is it that the Congress party in Delhi says that we have played all six stanzas, but in Kerala has missed it completely.
There's a lot of delay. Can you please get that fixed?
Okay, Nikhil, go on.
There's a lot of delay in the audio.
Okay, we'll try. We'll fix that. We'll fix that. But please come to the point of why the Congress party believes that in Delhi all six stanzas were played and any other interpretation of Sonia Gandhi's gesturing, anything else is completely wrong. But in Kerala, you have no problem skipping it entirely.
No. Pratibha, can I please speak?
Yes.
Can you please stop interjecting? Can please Gargiji stop interjecting? Let's not use national television, news television, to spread lies about the Indian independence movement. The first two stanzas being accepted in 1937, Jinnah or the Muslim League had no role to play in it. Of course, in 1937, Savarkar's party and Jinnah made alliances to form two state provincial governments, but that's a different point. It has nothing to do with the first stanzas
having different standards for the Congress party. My question is only about that.
Show that is spreading lies. You are not stopping her. You are stopping
Vivek Srivastava Srivastava, the Congress party has... Okay, we have gone to the history of it. It has been debated before it came into the parliament, after it came into the parliament. Mr. Vivek Srivastava, the Congress party, in Delhi, the Congress party is defending it and is saying that all 6 stanzas have played. In Kerala, they seem to have a completely different rule for this.
No, you see, the act is very clear. The bill has been passed, the amendment has been done, and this song has also been come under the category that if he insulted, it is a punitive action. So the fact of the matter is, you cannot force someone to sing it. That clause is also over there. So it is voluntary. If you want to play it or you don't want to play it. But if you play it, a particular protocol has to be followed. Point number 1. Point number 2. It was just said on this panel that people who had objections to this version of Vande Mataram, they have gone to Pakistan. Sorry, madam. After 2 stanzas, the rest of the stanzas are hymns in the honor of Hindu deities, our goddesses. I do not know how many Sikhs worship our Hindu deities, how many Muslims, how many Buddhists, how many Kabirpanthis, how many people who are into Nirakar Sadhana. So we cannot force one form of worship onto others. The way you see the universe or the God could be very different from maybe somebody of another faith. I'm talking about Sikhism. Their last guru was the holy book, which they follow. That is the last guru for them. I do not know if idol worship is allowed in Sikhism. So, to prove the patriotism, if a Sikh, forget about a Muslim, he has to recite everything, take the name of Hindu goddesses, and see the country in the form of a mother. It is being forced, I believe.
Okay. You're saying patriotism is being forced. Before I come to you, Gargi, I want to bring in Dr. Piyush Joshi as well, because, on the issue of patriotism being forced, Shashi Tharoor has also spoken about it, and, multiple states have also raised an objection. Like in Kerala, it was omitted. Apart from that, in Tamil Nadu as well, on the order of the playing of the song as well, there has been objection with a resolution also being passed in Tamil Nadu. So there have been some objections, Dr. Piyush Joshi. Do you think that the state were not taken into confidence, or a wider consultation also should have been held on the same, as the charge is that it was bulldozed and that patriotism is being forced upon people?
Everybody who lives in India, breathes the air of India, drinks the water of India, is patriotic. I don't see it, any other way. As far as the Bharatiya Janata Party's ruled government is concerned, they have been having a high-handedness on each and every issue. So when we are talking about national symbols, once the law is passed, then that needs to be respected. However, whichever the way in which that law, was passed, immaterial. So, whether Sonia Gandhi disrespected Vande Mataram, or whether Rahul Gandhi said that we are going to play our version of Vande Mataram, I'll just make one point very clear. This is not that Congress party of 1947. This is a Congress party of 2025, 2026, and it is a confused Congress. They don't know what they stand for. They don't know what their beliefs are. They don't know what thing to respect and what not to respect. Having said that, this is a matter of investigation. We can dwell into this further as to whether Sonia Gandhi ji really asked for a chair, or whether she disrespected Vande Mataram. But one thing is certain: the Prime Minister of the country from Lal Kile ki Prachi did disrespect the flag code of India, did disrespect the colors of the national flag by wrongly placing the order of his pocket square. So when we are talking of national symbols, we need to be very, very careful. But the broader point being that we could have used this 80th Independence Day, 79 years into the national independence. This student movement, this Gen Z protest has given this country a tremendous opportunity. We could have talked about the ways in which we are going to reform the education system. We could have talked about the ways in which we are going to reform the healthcare infrastructure. But we don't do that. Why? Because the politics of symbolism is fairly easy. Whether it is in the name of Bhagwan Ram, then going for Chadawa Chori, whether it is in the name of Vande Mataram. Just one brief comment here. You played a bite from Honorable Home Minister Amit Shah ji. Amit Shah ji ने कहा कि वंदे मातरम के प्राकट्य के 150 वर्ष हो गए. अब ये भी इंसल्ट माना जा सकता है. वंदे मातरम की रचना के 150 वर्ष हुए ना मैडम. प्रकट थोड़ी हुआ वंदे मातरम. जैसे कि डीटीज प्रकट होते हैं, जैसे कि हमारे भगवान प्रकट होते हैं, वैसे वंदे मातरम प्रकट नहीं हुआ ना. तो प्राकट्य की नहीं, रचना के 150 वर्ष हुए ना. तो अब ये भी इंसल्ट है. तो लड़ते रहे इस बात के ऊपर.
Congress carry it that everything becomes offensive for the BJP. But Nikhil Jain, it looks like the Congress party is being fired upon from all sides, because if you say that all 6 stanzas were played, then you have the allies who are coming out to attack. Now you have Aam Aadmi Party. The left has also come out and said that the Congress party has become a Hindutva party. On the other hand, you're opposing it, and then you are called giving into what the allies like IUML want, or the Muslim League Congress party. So is Congress party in quite a tough spot where no matter which side you take, you're going to be in the line of fire?
Pratibha, absolutely not. Even the point that I was making from the beginning was that you are free to play 6 stanzas of Vande Mataram. You are free to sing it very well, nothing wrong in it, wonderful. But if you're going to have a debate and argument on what is necessary, what should be necessary, it has to be the 2 stanzas, because the 2 stanzas were the ones that were the battle cry in the independence movement. The 2 stanzas were the ones that were adopted in the 1937 Congress session. The 2 stanzas were the ones that were adopted by the Constituent Assembly, and the 2 stanzas were the ones that stayed as the national song of this country for 99 years until unilaterally the Modi government decided to change that 2 stanzas to the 6 stanzas, the latter 4 of which stanzas does include mentions to Hindu deities. And as Mr. Vasav has already pointed out, you may want to pray to them, I want to pray to them, but my camera person may not want to pray to them if he is not from the same religion. If my friend is not from the same religion, he may not want to sing that. And why should we force our fellow Indian citizens to sing praises of our deities? That is not the idea of India, and that is where the problem lies. And the biggest hypocrisy is that all of this comes from an ideology which did not deem it right to hoist the Indian flag for 55 years, 65 years, 65 years after independence.
Okay,
this is ridiculous. Till 2000, sorry, my math is going off here. Till 2002, RS did not hoist the national flag.
Let me complete.
They are the ones telling Congress party what to do and what not to.
Now it is your turn. It's over. Vivek ji clearly right here, you cannot force anybody. I'm not saying that, okay, you do this or that. But whatever you have done, at least you justify that. Then if you are saying that, okay, we want to play only 2 stanzas, then why have you played 6 stanzas? And you are justifying that, no, we played 6 stanzas. Why in Kerala you have played 2 stanzas? So there cannot be 2 ideologies of the Congress party on the same day. If you are saying that, okay, we want to stick to 2 stanzas, let the country decide. Who is forcing you? Then you don't justify something which is wrong. Sir, you are trying to cover up the mistake here. If Miss Sonia Gandhi had issued, they should have done this, the rehearsal should have been done, and there should be clear instruction. Why are you making fool of yourself in minds of the people of the country? And again you are giving lame excuses for last 2 days. Why? Don't fool us, na? You just clearly say, okay, we don't want to we want to only 2 sides. That's it. But don't justify तो मत करिए ना. यहाँ पे बैठ के कोई आपको force नहीं करेगा.
So Nikhil mentioned the idea of India, as Rahul Gandhi mentioned our version of Vande Mataram. Gargi, despite a notification, despite a debate in Parliament, is it the idea of India that the Congress party can take 2 stands, one in Delhi, one in Kerala?
No, as our party person said, they are confused. So that's why they don't know what they're doing. And obviously the recent Prevention of Insult to National Honor Amendment Bill 2026, it makes it mandatory. The national song is given the same status as national anthem. And if you disrespect it, the penalty is up to 3 years in jail. And it is mandatory to sing 6 stanzas. So that is the law. If they should have fought it in the parliament. You cannot, once it is passed by the parliament, you have to follow it. Or you have to decide it prior to singing it. It cannot be in between the song. You do gestures, you look agitated. That's a real dishonor and disrespect to Vande Mataram. And when and I want to correct 2 historical things, because he was giving false historical data. You give me 30 seconds to clarify.
Okay.
He said those who made provincial government, I heard it, with Muslim League. Yes, that is an absolute lie which the Congress has been peddling for so many years. Let me tell you, because of Congress, 1937, Fazlul Waq was forced to make the government with Muslim League. Then he fell out with Muslim League. He had a fallout with Jinnah in August 1941. And he resigned from the Muslim League, severed the ties. In December 1941, there was a provincial coalition formed in Bengal, the second coalition government, and which was supported by the Subhash Bose's Forward Bloc, the pro-Bose Congress, Bengal Congress, Congress, and Hindu Mahasabha Shama Prasad Mukherjee. Shama Prasad Mukherjee was the finance minister, was also called Shama Hawk Ministry. And the secular section of the Krishak Praja Party of Fazlul Haq, led by Shamsuddin Ahmed. So that is the history. How they twist, how they give a half-truth. He resigned from Muslim League committee, and it was supported by secular faction of Krishak Praja Party. And he's not saying that even
Vivek Srivastava, all the debate, all the discussion around it, it has all happened in the parliament. But once it becomes a law, should it just be followed, or will you continue to say that it has been bulldozed and some of the states, some of the people are just not going to accept it?
You see, the problem with this government is it feels that we can manipulate the numbers and pass the bills and acts as per our wishes, what we think the idea of India should be. They passed the farmers bill, 3 Kale Kanun, जिसको हम कहते थे. There was a major struggle, fight. They have passed the new labor codes, which we have not accepted the work of this country. तो ये करते क्या है? ये एक एक्ट ले आते हैं बिल पहले, वो लोगों को पसंद नहीं आता, फिर ये कहते हैं ये आपके लिए अच्छा है, लोग कहते हैं हमें नहीं लगता हमारे लिए अच्छा है, फिर ये उसको कन्विंस करना शुरू करते हैं. I think you should have had a broader discussion on this before you get a bill. This is not acceptable by so many sections of society. How will you induce patriotism?
You know, the politics of symbolism is fairly easy to judge someone as being patriotic or not being patriotic, is fairly easy. The tough job is to deliver on the ground. And the Bharatiya Janata Party government has not delivered anything on the ground. Narendra Modi ji was really confused when he talked about Dimagi Naxals, because what was Dimagi Naxal? Shaheed jo hai, hamare aapkal shaheed nahi hote hain, Sena ke jawan border par marne lag gaye hain. So this was the Prime Minister's speech, so who's Dimagi Naxal? I don't understand. The Prime Minister reversed the order of the national tricolor as his patron organization.
Chidambaram ji ne keh diya proud to be a Dimagi Naxal. So
that is strange. Who's Dimagi Naxal? That is really strange. Because the Prime Minister himself...
So Nikhil Jain, who is the Dimagi Naxal? Those who oppose Vande Mataram, or those who are causing disruptions, those who are protesting? What do you mean?
Pratibha, those who say that सेना के जवान शहीद नहीं होते हैं आजकल, सेना के जवान मरते हैं, that is Dimagi Naxal. Those who reverse the order of the national tricolor, that is Dimagi Naxal. Those who confuse the country on each and every one of government's policy, despite a tremendous failure of governance and deliverance, is
we
Dimagi
take your
Naxal.
point. Nikhil, very quickly.
You are the chief executive officer of the country. You should talk about the delivery part, not sell all these dreams of 2047. So that is Dimagi Naxalism for me. The Prime Minister is talking like a Dimagi Naxal.
Pratibha, I just want to point out to our viewers that I started the debate by saying that if the BJP national spokesperson on the panel today sing all 6 stanzas of Vande Mataram, I'll stay shut in this entire debate. He has not been able to manage to sing even 2. And take it from me, of the 300-400 odd members of parliament that the BJP has, not 20 of them can sing 6 stanzas.
Okay, all right.
2 stanzas.
You are not answerable to anyone, sir.
Okay, so the debate continues. Even here, we are not going to have an agreement on that. But after the notification comes in, the Congress party seems to still have 2 stands as far as explanations are concerned. There are a lot more to talk about, but unfortunately, we'll have to leave it there. I'm thanking all guests for joining us this evening.